Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 24 shows a conclusion to the mission, where they get the thorn bulbs, the Shinju retreat away, and then everybody goes back to the Hidden Leaf Village. Now with this kind of a break, I hope and I wonder what's going to happen next with somebody who didn't appear in the mission or who will apparently have a bigger role moving forward, and that's Himawari. Because now with this kind of little break here, maybe we can get a little bit more insight about what Himawari is going through or how she can develop her abilities and her strength and her powers. Because if she's going to fight, she's going to need experience. But she doesn't have experience. She has no set of like rules, I guess. Or she doesn't know what she is or how to actually access her abilities or her fighting capabilities, right? If she has to defend herself against Jura, then she needs to be able to defend herself. So maybe there's going to be a way, like a little training arc for her, some way for her to get good at using her abilities, at fighting, at her combat experience. Maybe there has to be a way, and I think that her learning her abilities or what she can do or having access to it, I think all of that is going to be necessary moving forward, because if she's going to be going up against Jura or up against any of the Shinju really, then they need to make sure that she's capable of handling herself, you know? Even though she is powerful, even though we have seen her use Kurama's abilities and his strength to make her stronger and stronger and stronger, I think that there's only so much that, like Kurama told her, is like, there's only so much that he can do to, like, help her along. She has to be the one that, like, puts in the work and the dedication to train and to get stronger to make everything possible, you know? So I'm interested in seeing Himawari learn her abilities, and during this break period, during this time where they're waiting for the Shinju to come after them. And it could be as short as 2 days or 3, but I expect Himawari to learn a little bit of something about her Jinchuriki powers. I expect everybody to kind of have some sort of like, hey, this is a way for you to get stronger, a way that you can help your abilities out, you know what I mean? Even though Sarada also learned her new abilities relatively quickly, her Mangekyo Sharingan, like, she intuitively knew how to, like, based on her instincts on, like, just activating it, she already understood the power immediately, but I just kind of, there's still a ways to go. She used it once and then she passed out, right? So I feel like all of the characters need a little bit of training or a little bit of, like, okay, this is how I'm gonna use my abilities now, or I don't know, they just need a little direction to guide them in the right path, you know what I'm saying? And Kashin Koji could be just that, you know what I mean? Teaching them or showing them, like, hey, this is a technique that you created yourself with your Mangekyo Sharingan. This is how you can use this ability, Himawari, and stuff like that. So it's going to be really interesting to see moving forward, and I'm interested to see how she develops and how she continues to, like, get stronger, and then when the time comes, we get to see how it all works together. And I don't know, it's going to be really cool to get kind of like a break for now, learn a little bit of information, prepare. It could be that we have some time for that. It could also be that we have no time for that and we're just going to go right back into it. But, you know, we'll have to wait and see until chapter 25, see what direction we start leaning towards, you know what I'm saying? Because Kashin Koji already told Ada that Mushi's on his way to her. We don't know how long that will take, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, but I'm ready. I'm excited for it, and I think Himawari, I'm excited to see what Himawari can do. Again, you know what I mean? I want to see what more she's capable of and how she gets better as the story goes on. So we'll have to wait and see, but until then, let me know what you guys think. Do you think Himawari is going to be able to, like, learn her abilities through Kashin Koji, or, like, go through a little training arc? Or do you think it's more so like she's going to have to think on the fly and figure out how to battle and fight everything else with a team behind her, like Team 10 or Boruto, Kawaki, you know what I mean? She, like, needs a group around her because she has the strength, she just doesn't have the combat prowess, and maybe with the team around her she can actually, like, fight. I don't know. Let me know what you think, but anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah,